Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're here to review, as a vlogger, the DJI Pocket 2 Creator Combo. Now, I've not been sent this for free at all in any way, and this isn't going to say things like this is the best gimbal camera in the world. Cue the intro. Well, today's episode is pretty exciting. I'm not going to lie, because obviously I'm getting to test a product I've never used before. Now, there is lots of videos out there about the Pocket 2 as a camera itself, and that's people get into massive specs and they'll go into pro mode because they're so cool and change shutter speeds. But I'm going to do a review as I want to film a review of a camera. And this Pocket 2 camera, the whole point of it is, for me, is it's a vlogger's camera. It's something I'm going to be able to pull out of my pocket, be able to hold up and capture all the footage that I want. Now, previously to receiving this Pocket 2, I've been using the DJI Osmo Action, and it has been an absolutely fantastic camera, and I've had it now probably for a good couple of years, and it has been my go-to camera for pulling out, doing my vlogs too, attaching it to my bike and doing all that stuff. But one of the biggest downsides to using just the action cameras is I do get a lot of wind noise. I do get a lot of trying to escape the wind and background noise and stuff like this. Now, this Pocket camera is a vlogger camera, and that's all I'm going to use it for. It's not an action camera, but this Pocket 2 is going to be that camera I'm going to pull out, hopefully, and get all that epic footage, and having that real stabilization on the gimbal, being able to move the gimbal around manually to catch all those epic shots, and having the smart mic here, the wireless one. I mean, hopefully this is going to really improve sound quality, but I'm going to go through the test of using the 4 different microphones on the Pocket 2 to see how good it is for a vlogger. So hopefully this is going to be like a vlogger's dream camera, and we're going to be able to sell it and make it absolutely awesome. And DJI want to send me millions of pounds to making this video, or some more free stuff. Anyway, shall we crack on with testing out the Pocket 2? Okay, so this is the first time I'm switching this camera on. Now, I'm not using the wireless mic, I'm using the microphones that are built into it. It's got 4. Now, I'm filming in the kitchen, so this was sort of low light. There's it is light outside, there's a window open, but we've got the lights above us switched on. So you kind of would expect using my action camera to have to do quite a lot of colour correction and bringing the light up in the sort of footage. But hey, we're going to do a lot of this really, really raw and see what you guys think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film the scene, which is going to go into the B-roll, like I said, of putting on the really cool bike jacket and picking up my helmet to walk out the door. And we'll see how that all works out in the B-roll footage, but you'll see it naturally as we're doing it now. Now, if you already watch this channel, that I'm pretty sure that millions of you do, then you will notice something new in this shot. And if you notice what's new, stick it in the comments. And I might even do a review on that in the future. I did pay for what you'll see is new, just saying they didn't send me that for free, unfortunately. But hey, you can't get it all. So here we go. This is filming the scene, and we're going to put the camera down and you'll be able to hear me walking around, and we'll see what this microphone picks up and all that stuff. But this is like the indoor scene. So yeah, let's see how this works out. Okay, here we go, picking up the awesome jacket bit for the B-roll. The walk-in shot, of course. Now the picking up of the helmet to walk out. This is it, big action shot, here we go. Well, there you go. There's a little bit of action scene inside. Now we're going to go out and film, obviously opening up the garage and riding the bike out. And then obviously we're going to head off to somewhere on a really windy, rubbish day and see what this audio is like and see if we can make this cinematic footage happen. Well, this is the shot now where we're going to take the bike out the garage. So we're going to do the epic opening the garage door. We'll be going from natural light to low light. And then we'll be bringing the bike out again from that low light to natural light. And then obviously we'll be heading off. So we'll see how this does. We've got bikes going by in the background, we've got bins being emptied just down the road, and it's all that noise is going on. So we'll see what this picks up, but let's try and make this epic shot, get some more B-roll for the big montage at the end. Okay, so we are here, we are still on the inbuilt microphones, and literally we are at a perfect beauty spot that we can really check out and see how this does. So I've got what this here is like a wide angle lens, and it's basically, it clips on via a magnet, so you'll see the difference now when I clip this on, and hopefully I won't be as close to the camera. Are you ready? And there you go, basically that has opened up the space so you'll be able to see more, and that's included within this kit, what's really cool. So yeah, this is kind of the usual blogging that I would personally do. Obviously this is a motorcycle blog channel where we go out on epic rides, check out really cool places. So I've brought you to a really cool place. Like I said, it is a windy day, we're currently covered from the wind by all these trees, so we're not really getting that wind noise, but this, like I said, is the standard speakers. So we're going to go for a walk, we're going to sort of check out some of the scenic footage, we'll film some more stuff for the big B-roll, the big montage at the end, and see how it does. But hey, standard mic in a place, walking around and talking. Let's see how well this does. All right, let's get some cinematic shots of walking away. Let's go down towards the feet. That's it. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to do an audio test again with the internal mic. Now I've just left the trees and it's a windy day. Now I can tell you right now that my Osmo would probably struggle a little bit with this. It'd pick me up fine, but I'd have to do quite a lot of sort of hard work in the editing to delete any kind of wind noise. So I don't know if you can hear the wind or not at this point, but I'm hoping that this is going to be epically better. It's proper windy, check it out for yourselves. Okay, testing the audio as standard. So what I'd normally do now is I would be talking about what I'm doing in the video, where I'm going, etc, etc. But because I've got a second for you guys to hear what it's like, I'm just going to talk about the camera. Now, most cameras these days are 4K, 60 frames per second, like capability, and that's exactly what this does. Most people will be filming on D Cinematic because there's a pro mode, and that's what it says pro on your screen, and you can set your shutter speeds and do all that fancy jazz. But if you want to jump straight out the box, set it to 4K, 25 frames per second, this is what you'll get, and leave it all in auto and make your life really easy, and this is again what you'll get. And then what you can do is do some color corrections when you're in obviously editing, and boom, you have awesome footage. But again, if you want to be a pro, you can adjust your shutter speeds and have double times and use fancy things on stuff and try and make it really cool, and all those options are there. But hey, like I said, windy day, walking along, boom, happy days. So stabilization, that's a big test, isn't it? Now my action camera is the same as the GoPro, my Osmo, they all have like electronic stabilization that works amazingly well. Now these are a mechanical gimbal, 3 axes, so ideally it should probably do a better job and be smoother, so you can get those smoother shots. So we're walking along, like I said, chilling out, but we want to test it. So I don't understand why anybody would ever run anywhere at all, what's wrong with them. But if they are running, say, to get pie and chips just before the chip shop closes, let's check out the stabilization. You ready? Yes. Now I feel slim and sexy because I'm running. That is the running stabilization, and I'm running across like a field of grass with like rainbows and butterflies. So yeah, whew, why do people do that kind of thing? There's your stabilization right there. So I flipped the camera around, and like I said, it's got 4 different microphones, so it should be intelligently in the algorithm of the amazing camera, knowing what to pick up. So hopefully you're getting this loud and clear with it pointing the other way. Let's find out. We're on our way to somewhere pretty, because that's what travel vloggers do, go to somewhere pretty. What I've decided to do is pick a really rubbish, low light spot next to water crashing against these rocks. It's not the sea, at the end of the day, it's a reservoir, but it's windy. It's quiet, but it's windy. Now I know for a fact that my Osmo, you'd hear a lot of wind noise, so I'm going to try out this lovely wireless microphone and see what the sound quality is like now using this. So you just switch it on and it auto connects, so there's no pairing, no messing around. I just switch this on. Told me it's connected. It's a little clip it on, bada boom bada bing. Now you are running straight off of the external microphone that should cut down even more of that horrible wind noise. I can't believe how windy it is. So this is the ultimate test for me to see if this works, because I know that loads of other footage I'd either end up losing the footage or having to try to retake it somewhere a bit more shady, and I'm not a voiceover man, so I don't like voiceovers. So hopefully this will be absolutely awesome for a vlog. Okay, so now I'm going to go and shoot a little bit more B-roll footage to get that epic shot with me sat next to the water enjoying some water out of a helmet head bottle. And hopefully this will all go in the big montage and look absolutely awesome. Okay, so I'm on the Osmo Action filming this little bit because what I want to talk about is the Pocket, on the basis of, again, as a vlog, when I'm out, I want to mean I can put my pocket, pull out my pocket and quickly set up to capture a shot before I miss it. So we're going to try a Wild West draw of putting this out, seeing if it works and how quickly I can switch that camera on, and you'll see the footage. How quick and how cool was that? Boom, and you are there recording. And look, the Osmo. So yeah, personally, I'm really impressed with this, because again, you will get it out quick, you will capture that shot. And again, I'm really impressed because that literally fits in your pocket, pull it out, open it up, press the power button, it turns on, hit record, and you're away. I mean, simple as. And you know what? That's really handy as a vlogger to be able to do. Well, while I was filming that scene, I lost the wind dead cat off of this, what comes with it. But to be honest, you can buy little stickers with little rings and you stick over microphones that will stay on, because quite clearly it's not well attached, and it was put on correctly, because there's no way in a million years I'd do any of that wrong. I've spent probably about half an hour looking for this bit of fluffy muff thing flying around to see if I can find it, but I can't. But anyway, you're now experiencing the audio without the wind muff on, so hopefully you'll hear me nice and clear. This is using the wireless microphone. But again, my experience so far, this camera is quite cool, because I'm just strolling along, hopefully capturing absolutely epic B-roll footage. And if I was doing a blog, this is what I'd be doing. I'd be talking about some of the stuff that I'm doing, like in this episode, I eat pie and stuff like that, and I'd be going over the motorcycles that I was reviewing. And that's the question. This camera for me would be something I could be able to pull out when I'm doing a review of a motorcycle, and be able to do like a sweep around, and hopefully get that gimbal doing what that gimbal does well, and capturing all of the stuff that I want to capture. And hopefully it'll come out very cinematic and very good, and hopefully the audio quality, again, like I said, is brilliant, and everything is working the way it should. So that now brings me on to the battery life of this. Now for me as a vlogger, I want, a good amount of time. Now you can't take the batteries out of the Pocket, but what you can do is that you can plug it into an external power bank. And to be honest, I carry external power banks to charge my other cameras, heated vest and all that, and grab some charge. So it says it lasts for 2 hours. I've probably been out and filming with this today for roughly about an hour and a half, and we're getting quite low at this point. So it's good on the point that you can run a lead into your pocket if you wanted to now and have this charging the entire time. You'd have to worry about battery. But I really think, realistically, if you're using it in normal mode and you're getting it out and using it a lot, you're going to get about an hour and a half's worth of footage out of it. So again, for a vlogger, that's normally plenty to capture all the things that you want to capture. So the sun has just come out. Yes. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to walk through a forestry bit where you've obviously got the trees covering the lights. There's light and then it's a little bit more dark, so you can see what it's like if you were trying to capture stuff out in the woods. Well, you'd be out in the woods doing weird things, I don't know, but you'll get an idea of that now. So that's what I'm literally doing. This is obviously going into low light, natural light, low light, and again, so many cameras suffer with this all the time, but you can see this is quite awesome, and this is what I'm looking at. Now that, it works a treat, doesn't it? I mean, how cool is that? I press the button 3 times, you get to see what I'm seeing. I press the button 3 times again, you get to see my amazing, beautiful, handsome face. You can't ask for better than that. So for a vlogging camera, it's doing everything I need it to do, isn't it? If you're going to shell out some serious money and buy one, it's got to be something you can pull out of your pocket and capture that footage on, knowing you're getting good audio, good visuals, and you're not worrying about trying to get an iPhone out because you've left your camera away. This is so much better, so much better. It's actually going to be a really good addition to my setup. And I know you're already thinking, well, you know, you're only saying that because you're getting it for free. Regardless, I'd buy one of these because it generally is a really cool device, because I can capture it. I'm not worried about carrying around my, you know, action camera on a stick everywhere I go. I can put it away, have this in my pocket, pull it out, capture all my face-to-face stuff, and it's done. This is cool. I'm liking this. So if we look at the competitors for this, the Pocket camera, the one that you can pull out, there is some, but there is no one like DJI, is there? No one who makes this awesomeness of Pocket camera. You can go and get ones probably for 200 quid less, but is it as good as this? Oh, I don't think so. Now in the action world, obviously at the moment the big one is the GoPro 9. The GoPro 9 is out there, but again, it's an action camera. It's trying to be an action camera. It's not trying to be a vlogger's camera. I mean, it does lots of things, but there's pluses and minuses. It doesn't just work well as a vlogger's camera for that natural pickup, that colour, that crisp face picture. It's trying to capture absolutely everything, and that's kind of the big difference. With this, you are buying something to be a vlogger's camera, something where you can turn around, you can spin around, you can get all the epic footage that you want, you can capture it in the moment. It's all there, and it's got that stabilisation. And for me, this is the vlogger camera for that. It really is. It does what you want it to do. It does what it says on the tin. It's a pocket camera in your pocket with a gimbal that will capture 4K epic footage. I just wanted to do one last wind test with the microphones. Now, no way at all would my action camera be able to even hear me right now. It is like I'm stood on right on the edge, and it is so windy. It is mental. If it can survive that, now that is impressive. My eyes are watering. Well, for a vlogger's camera, this is spot on, isn't it? Because this is what it's designed for. It's not an action camera that you strap on your bike to capture that epic motorcycle footage, or if you're a belly dancer to put on your belly and wiggle around and stuff. This camera is a vlogger's camera to me. This is a camera that will fit in my pocket. I can pull out. It's a motorized gimbal. It will hopefully keep everything really rock steady, and it just works really well. And a good hour and a half's worth of footage just out of the battery. It's pretty much spot on for the times I'm jumping off of the bike. But anyway, I obviously didn't receive an email saying that they were looking forward to seeing my epic footage, and they hope that I enjoy the DJI Pocket 2, and they look forward to that professional video that I will do about this. Of course I didn't receive that, and of course if I had, have they even watched the channel? Do they really know? Pro, epic, me. Anyway, all I want to turn around now is say, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you all the footage that we created on the DJI Pocket 2. Well, there you go. And you know what? This little camera that, of course, I haven't been sent for free and wouldn't say anything bad about it at all in any way, but one of the biggest things, like I've said, is audio and suffering from audio problems. And even here filming in the garage, the intro and the outro, I get an incredible amount of echo, and there is ways of fixing that. But I'm, you know, trying all the different microphones and things that I've tried to get the best audio possible, to have a wireless microphone straight to the camera like this, and it literally is tracking my face, makes my life so much more easier. And being able to go out and hold a camera up just as a vlogging camera, completely separate to using the old action camera, because, you know, I have to attach this and attach it, put on different places, but to have something I can just literally whip out of my pocket and film to. How cool is that? And, you know, I think a lot of us do as vloggers suffer with that point of like going like, we've got so much kit, and we carry around so much kit, but to have something that you can just literally pull out at any point and be able to capture that epic sort of face footage with those 4 microphones that smartly know which part, where you're putting the camera and which part to pick up is, you know, it's just wicked, isn't it? It's just really cool. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The DJI Pocket 2 is just absolutely awesome. And if you get the creator combo with the wireless mic and all the other little bits that you can get with it to do with the stand and all that, it's just absolutely awesome, and it is a real handy, useful tool to add to your collection of awesome cameras I'm sure you've already got. So if you enjoyed watching this video, putting this little pocket camera through its paces, then please hit that subscribe button, that like button, don't forget the bell button so you don't miss out on another episode, and don't forget a cheeky little comment to leave as well. I'd really appreciate it. And then of course I just need to say a massive thank you to my patrons. These guys are the people that help support this channel every single month, and they get to see all the videos first and they get their name in the credits. So please, if you're interested in supporting this channel, click on that Patreon link, sign up, get to see these videos first, and it really does help us out. And then of course in this channel we live by 3 things, the most important 3 things in life. That's eat pie, ride motorcycles and be happy. I'll see you in the next bonkers episode on Helmet Head. Bye bye for now.